every Friday on our website. Red feather deep, here's the receiver who breaks a tackle. It's Bovine. Brantley trying to catch him. He won't. And Oklahoma City on the first play of their next drive busts it loose and they regain the lead. Are you kidding me? Tiberius Bovine once again making the big play. Unbelievable. One wide receiver either side for Mike, and Daza will flip it out to Sim, and Sim makes the play! 10-5 touchdown! The doctor is in! The Crabs have the lead! Oh, mama! There goes that man!
To the right, single receiver to the left. Dunhill to throw, has time, goes deep down the left-hand side. That was complete behind the defense. They can't catch him. 10-5 touchdown. Atlanta. Boo Chisholm does it again.
Hand off to English on a first down, trying to get it around the left-hand side. Takes the long way around, but still picks up the first down. Still on his feet, down the sideline. Johnny English past the 20, 10. He scores again. Touchdown, Honolulu. On one of the craziest runs after fake punt, pass, kick, whatever I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
Mama, there goes that man.
I mean, he goes 5 yards back before he scores.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about that, but I'll keep my comments to myself because he took this one to the house. He was blazing. 51 didn't have a shot.
So the Skyhawks having trouble on first and second down sometimes in terms of moving the chains, but they have converted on a decent amount of these third downs. I believe they've only had to punt once. Snap back, hand off to English, right up the gut. English fights his way for a first down again, and can you believe that? Johnny English, that's the second time on third down the man has just taken the ball and ran right up the gut for a first. This is a man possessed, ladies and gentlemen. He wants this Skyhawk team to succeed, and it looks like he's...
Splint backs for Louis Ndula. Josh to throw, runs right into Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. Another country is heard from. Oh, yeah.
He just flew right by the offensive tackle. Gave him one little move and boop, down the quarterback went.
Split receivers and offside, and Snowden's going to take the handoff. Snowden, Richard Snowden spins back inside, breaks a tackle and scores. That's going to be a touchdown, DC. How in the world did he keep his balance and move the other way?
Wow, that's well, we were just talking about it too. You know, Snowden's got that ability to break away, and had he had more field there, he was definitely able to keep going. You know, he goes through the whole guy, doesn't have a whole lot of room there. One guy misses a tackle, he spins on him another, and shakes off that one right down there at the end and is able to get in there. So DC is shown early on. They set the pace with the first touchdown, and then they come and they answer back with a great drive there.
Walker's deep pass is picked off. That's interception number 3 on the night. Eddie Gage gets up and returns it to the 34. How about Baltimore's defense against Kevin Walker? He did not throw 3 interceptions all of last season in any game. And only 2 times in his career has Walker thrown at least 3.
These two defenses right now canceling each other out. Showing a blitz up the middle, they bring it. Bentley running right into it. Bentley gets away from it. Bentley's got a first down, breaks a tackle. Ray Bentley, he's gone, and the Aztecs are going to score and get on the board. Welcome to the game, Ray Bentley. And the Aztecs are right back in it just like that.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the springtime. It feels like spring. 86 is the real feel, 81 along the Atlantic coast where you see there. Welcome in to the Eye in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A must-win for the Florida Storm playing host to their fellows from the other side of the country. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. Chris Curtis, Jacob Clear in the broadcast booth with you. And Jacob, every game a playoff game for Florida from here on out, including this one.
G'day SFL Nation, g'day Florida, g'day Curtis. It's a warm late afternoon here in Florida, and as you said, Curtis, this is must-win territory now for Florida. Both of these teams kind of lumped into the disappointing category as far as the standings are concerned. Florida perhaps on the more unlucky side as they've lost quite a few games by a single score margin. Today's a very big opportunity for them to potentially continue pushing the issue as we head into the final 2 weeks of the season. This is do or die for Florida.
Every week is do or die right now, playoff type atmosphere wherever they go. And LA, who's eliminated from the postseason at this point, can play spoiler to their Atlantic Coast brethren here in the SFL week number 12. Just about ready for football here. It's going to be the Storm in their red alert jerseys with the blue numbers, and it is the Lycans with their white jerseys and blue numbers on their jerseys. We have your kickoff from Fort Lauderdale right now. Just about ready to go. It's going to be LA who gets this ball first as they start things out on the offensive side. Shea Carroll back for the return, and we're ready. Hopefully you are ready as well. Hand is in the air. Whistle has blown. Ball is on the tee, and no longer as this game is underway. It'll be Carroll from his own 5-yard line. Gets to the 10, left at the 20. Gets a nice spin move out to about the 26-yard line, and out comes the LA Lycans, led by Sully Richardson. Logan Jack going to be their main halfback. They have LZ Pryor, Chris Lee, Shea Carroll on the wide receiving tandem, and Tommy Rahman and Jack Flash manning the tight end positions for this LA offense. They start out in a weak eye look. Logan Jack is the deep back. Sully, deep throw over the middle, right away, and it's intercepted on the first pass of the game. You saw that coming. The safety came up and made that play happen. How about a great start for the Florida defense? Adrian Blaine gets up to take it away.
Perfect start for the Florida defense. This is a veteran secondary that is going to be really crucial to the context of this matchup. They've got a pretty weak rush defense, Florida, so they're going to rely on their passing defense, and that's a really good early start. Brilliant field position.
Yeah, Florida now brings their offense on the field after one throw. See what Ron Cochran, the Hall of Famer, has in store for us from the 45-yard line. Has the football, southpaw, throws, and that's picked off. 2 passes, 2 picks, 1 for each side. And, well, Mike Scott had something to say about that. We remain scoreless and no completions yet.
How many times do you see that? Back-to-back picks to start the game. That time it was a pretty poor throw from Cochran. It was straight into the defender's breadbasket. And LA pick up right where they left off.
Well then, that's both quarterbacks seemingly need to get their eyes checked. Throwing to opposite members of the team on the field. In the gun is Sully. 2 to the right, 1 to the left in the gun. Let's see the throw. This one is not intercepted. A pass out to Logan Jack will net them a couple of yards, not much more than that. It is 2nd and 8. Logan Jack, a decent day a week ago, 56 yards on the ground, and not much in the way of receiving, as he only had 5 receptions for a yard. This will be an offset eye again. Heavy set look, and Florida responds with a heavy set look on defense. Sully to throw, deep right side. That one is caught in some room to go. Has to turn back upfield, but does the job down to the 27-yard line. That is Jack Flash, the tight end.
Nice work by Jack Flash getting up into the open space out of a heavy set. He leads the team in receiving yards. Good to see him get involved early as they come back out in another offset eye package.
Seemingly like this particular look. This would be a handoff for Jack. Not much to that. Gain of a yard on the ground. But they are in field goal range at this point. Are the LA Lycans.
Pete Mitchell in on the stop there, converted from linebacker, previously played for San Diego, crossing to the other coast.
Yeah, going from literally coast to coast to offside eye again. Take a look at Florida's defense if they give us an opportunity on this play. Strong eye look. Sully looks towards the sideline. That one is caught and getting out of bounds is Chris Lee on the catch for a little gain of nothing. So 3rd and 9 coming up. It is Deontay Stoneville under Alessandro Tomaello.
They're not going to give it to him. And he cut out there, Curtis. Come back out there and see what they can do here on 3rd and long.
2 to the right. Chance for them to get it done. And we'll take a look at the defense if they give us an opportunity. In the middle, that one's caught. That is over the middle. 1st and goal down to the 8-yard line. And that is a nice looking grab again. Looks like Jack Flash. Or no, that was Chris Lee who came up with that. Good work.
Yeah, the leading receiver on this depth chart. That's another attacking threat that Sully Richardson has available to him. It's first trip to the red zone for the game.
Single right formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff, Logan Jack gonna try to cut the edge. Doesn't quite get there. 2nd and goal. At the defense for Florida, it is Deontay Stoneville and Alessandro Tomaello, defensive ends. Tackles Alex Dominguez and Pete Mitchell, who we've heard from already. It is Stephen Black, Ryan Tobin, Aaron Gooden, your linebackers inside to outside. It is Ryan Davidson, Evan Carroll, Adam Jones. Your corners and safeties, Adrian Blaine and Andrew Francis. For the Storm, a big hit behind the line of scrimmage. Jack will go nowhere. 3rd and goal from the 7, and there is Ryan Tobin.
Ryan Tobin, the former safety, converted to linebacker, knows how to get into a coverage position where he can make the play on the running back. That sets them back a couple of yards. I expect them to throw again here.
Yeah, 3rd and goal, and they haven't done anything in the run game, so I would expect nothing less from that as you take a look there at Evan Carroll. See what they can do. Sully is under center. Single left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Goes up in the pocket, it is taken down. Florida's defense gets home again. 4th and goal, and that is Alex Dominguez coming up with a sack. It will see an LA field goal attempt.
Yeah, he took a chance there, Richardson, by moving up towards the line of scrimmage. Unfortunately, Dominguez just shakes off the blocker way too easily and drags him down. We'll see Pseudo Lindy come out to kick a field goal.
Yeah, chip shot from the right hash. Should be no more than a 28-yarder. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through on this very muggy day in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 86 degrees, the real field temperature. That one flies through, no issue, and it's a 3-0 lead for LA.
Well, look, early scare for both sides, throwing back-to-back interceptions to start the game. LA form a sustained drive. We'll see how Florida responds.
Yep, and see if the Storm can get themselves going as far as a sustained drive is concerned. Back deep is Optimus Klein, ready for the return. He will have it from his own end zone, just inside of it. 20 moves right through the pack to the 22-yard line. We take a look at the Florida offense now. It is Ron Cochran, who has an interception in this game. Charlie Boletsky, the former league MVP, is the main tailback. It is going to be Steven Bush, Art Vandelay, EJ Minson, and Optimus Klein manning the wide receiver positions, and their dual tight end setup of Veridin Zarkov and Ron Haynes for Florida is going to be where the big men are over the middle, going to be catching passes. Boletsky is the back in this single back look. Cochran puts it in his direction, and a spin, tried to spin past 2 members of the LA defense, and it gets 5 yards, make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's how they like to use Boletsky. Also in the receiving game, gets out in the flats with great speed. He's a great route runner.
Finley James and Leroy James, members of the offensive line for this Storm offense, left guard and right guard respectively. We'll get to the LA defense here in a short minute. Split backs. Heavy set. Go to the outside. It's a good chance. And Boletsky cannot get the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up there off a really, really nice hit. Brogan Spiraw and Ace Blackwell, your defensive ends for the Lycans. Robert Thump, Gary Marks, your defensive tackles. Linebackers Tazzy Blackwell, Garrett Hudson, and Buddy Blaze inside to outside. Corners Mike Scott, Jack Hacksaw, TD Jack, and safeties Rochelle Colston, Ryan Proster, and Ryan Yosef. Free safety, strong safety for the Lycans. Handoff. That is through the middle to Boletsky, and he's going to have a first down and 10 down to the 41-yard line.
Talk about going above and beyond what was required there. He only needed a yard and gets plenty more. He did a good job setting himself up there for the 3rd down attempt, just simply through the air from Cochran. 3 plays on this drive so far, and all of them have gone to Boletsky.
He is pretty heavily involved in this offense until you see Cochran throw it 50 times a game, which does happen on occasion. Single back formation. That is Boletsky back there. Looking to throw it. Goes over the middle. That one's caught. First down and more into LA territory, and they're going to run a no huddle through the middle of the field here. Maybe see something in LA's defense that they'd like to take advantage of. Cochran taking his time getting to the line. He'll snap it here. Looks to throw it. Throw again. This one's caught out inside of field goal range to the 27-yard line. And again, a must-win scenario for Florida. Every game is at this point. And Ron Cochran sullying his way up to the line to then take the snap. Does it again. Over the middle. Caught again. First down and more inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. They keep going.
They're in trouble here, LA.
Seems like they're caught. Pump fake. Throw. That one's caught. 1st and goal. Down to the 4-yard line, and they'll take a second to huddle up here. And a couple of 4 plays in the no-huddle position. Stephen Bush over the middle of the field, the main target on that little foray.
Well, sometimes you question going no-huddle so early in the game, but clearly they like that matchup with the ace formation. They bring out both of their tight ends with their outside receivers and essentially make up half the drive just out of that formation. They'll come out again in that formation.
Stephen Bush, bottom of your screen. See what Florida has on the drawing board for the end zone. Looks to throw, bounces, and incomplete. Looking for Veridin Zarkov there, trying to bring that one in. 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, unfortunately, they allowed LA to respond and work out a formation defensively that would work against what Florida were countering with, and sets up 2nd and goal, no harm done.
Split backs look. Heavy set look. Top of your screen is 1 man out. Handoff. Boletsky going nowhere. Big hit on the defensive line. No gain, no loss, but a little bit of pride. Other than that, we're looking at a 3rd and goal coming up.
Yeah, that time the LA front 7 got too much pressure on the offensive line for Florida. J.W. Dorr tried to push up through the middle, couldn't create a block, and Boletsky gets stuffed at the line. They'll go to him again here.
Ace Blackwell came up to make the stop on that. Take a look at Ace before this next play. Cochran looks, throws back in the end zone. Incomplete. That was dropped. Probably should have been caught. No dice, and it will be a field goal attempt coming up here for the Florida Storm.
Definitely should have been caught. It was an odd play. We haven't seen them really pass that much out of that Joker's formation. Bit of a tough one to reel in with his feet at the back of the end zone, but you would expect a player at this level to reel that in as we see a 2nd field goal attempt for the game.
Yeah, this will be Ethan Sneed looking at a 21-yarder in the middle of the hash mark. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through, and we are tied at 3 apiece. So we are moving through a pretty quick first quarter of play, just south of 4 minutes left, and already, or only a 3-3 game as it sits right now. Here we go again. Chance for Jake Carroll to work on the return. 2 yards outside the end zone. Brings it up, tries to break a tackle, gets taken down at the 25-yard line. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Two to the right in this offset eye look. It's a weak eye formation for LA. Sully to the outside. Good looking pass, good looking catch. Not much after the catch, but it's a 3-yard completion nonetheless. The second reception of the game for Jack Flash.
Tight end again. It was a bit of an awkward matchup with Evan Carroll having to make the tackle on him, but makes the play. Richardson just needs to continue what he was able to sustain on the second drive of the game.
Sully 4 for 6 on the game so far. One of those incompletions, an interception. To the outside, Logan Jack spins past 1 with a double spin. Doesn't get past 2. Gets a couple more, make it 3rd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and similar to Florida's approach at the start of their second drive, they make 3rd down easy by using the back on 2nd down. Gives him short yardage to have to move. They may go back to Jack here.
Offset eye again, tight end off to the left in the flex. Looks, throws, caught. That's going to be to the outside, and it is caught towards the sideline on the left of the formation. Chris Lee is over there. His 3rd catch of the game has LA with a first down.
Yeah, and they send Chris Lee on a simple out route that gets him beyond the line of scrimmage. That's pretty safe yardage. A perfect 3rd down play call.
Heavy set, offset look. So he's changed to something blind. This will be a run for Logan Jack. Tries to utilize a block, gets in front of his block, and that turns a possible 10-yard gain into a 4-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, look for him potentially to get more involved as the game progresses. Florida have been quite weak against the run. That's probably their biggest weakness across the course of this season. We'll see him run it again here, you think.
Looks like it will be another outside run coming. This time he utilizes his blocks, but turns back inside on a spin. That was ill-advised. Gets hit hard, and it is 3rd and 3. Another 3rd down chance for Florida potentially get off the field. As LA sitting right now, they are 2 for 3 on 3rd down, so they've had success. But Florida's crowd trying to get themselves into it.
Another running looking set, but they've passed a couple times out of similar formations.
See what they give us. This will be a throw. Sully over the middle. That one's caught. Real nice. No, they called it incomplete. It did indeed hit the receiver's hands. I thought he brought that one in. He did not. Chris Lee drops it, and it is a 4th down. LA will have to punt it away.
Chris Lee, normally solid as ever, unfortunately unable to reel that one in. He's a bigger target. That's normally his forte with those routes across the middle, but unfortunate result for LA.
We'll bring back out Ron Cochran after this punt. Optimus Klein deep for the return on the punt here. Puntable from his own 15, and he'll get out to the 20, no further than that. And out comes Ron Cochran. He's 6 for 9 as of right now. One of those incompletions is an interception. Main receiving target right now, Stephen Bush. He also has 2 catches by one from each tight end, and that is how that looks. 2 catches for Charlie Boletsky as well out of the backfield. 1st and 10 with 73 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Chris Curtis, Jacob Clear in the broadcast booth with you. 1st and 10. Cochran caught. Good looking catch there. Caught the inside hook, and that is 1st and 10 as EJ Minson has his first catch of the game.
Yeah, clearly they have spotted something they like against this LA defense, because they've thrown across the middle pretty much exclusively to start this game. They haven't attacked the outside like LA have, and we'll see. This looks like a formation that could involve Charlie Boletsky.
Yeah, this looks like it. Looks like they could go to the outside here. Oh, that route was jumped, and it nearly ended up in the hands of the defender jumping in to take that ball away. 2nd and 7. EJ Minson, the intended target.
pretty simple stuff, but the corner just almost got there, and it would have been danger time had he have covered that route a bit better.
Split backs, heavy set look. Top of your screen is Chris Lee over there. Or not Chris Lee, it's a EJ Mason. That's going to be a run for Beletsky instead, and he'll have himself a nice run forward, 2nd and 1, as Beletsky finds himself just shy of the first down marker at the Florida 41.
What a tough run. He made hard work of it, pushing through the middle, got behind his lead blocker and busted 2 tackles in the middle of that line. They'll go to him again here, you would think.
Last play of the first quarter likely as well. To the outside, Beletsky in the flat, tries to spin, has the first down and more as we hit the end of the first frame of play. It is the Storm 3 and the Lycans 3. It's the SFL on YouTube in Week 12, presented by Adrian Music. Thanks to Declan O'Rourke and DJ Woods in the Stats truck. Alongside Jacob Clear, I'm Chris Curtis, Cameron Irvine doing the production and hitting all the buttons back at SFL HQ. Thanks for spending a majority of your Sunday evening with us here at the SFL. Split back look. Big drop back. Go right side, caught, and not much more than that. Nice pitch and catch for Cochran. You take a look at the total team stats right there. And Florida's offense doing a little bit better, I think, than LA all told, although the score is what matters, and we're still down at 3.
Same formation.
Vincent, the receiver of that last ball, and Charlie Beletsky has a first down. He runs this past midfield and into LA territory to the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Nice run. Could have been more if he kept going to the outside. I wonder that lead block on the outside from Menson was developing. If he had to push this to the outside, he might have gotten a little bit further on them. But irrespective, they keep moving downfield, and LA haven't really shown much to counter it.
1st and 10 for the Storm. Tight end off to the left in this far formation. Far flip spread, if I'm not mistaken. And off, Beletsky tries to break a tackle and gets hit hard by the linebacker coming up to make that play. What a hit it was. Beletsky, not a great day so far, but he gets hit there. I believe that was Rochelle Colson who came up to make the hit.
It's been a spotty day by his standards. 5 attempts, 24 yards, averaging just under 5 yards per carry. So on the surface, it's good, but he's been stopped a couple of times with some force from the LA defense.
To the outside, Beletsky has some open field, tries to spin, gets himself 6 yards, make it 3rd and 4 coming up at the 33-yard line. So they are in long field goal range for Ethan Sneed, and Florida right now 1 for 2 on 3rd down, trying to make something happen on this play. Actually 2 for 3. So they have a chance here to go 3 for 4. 75% field or 3rd down percentage would be really nice as far as they are concerned. They're in the split back heavy set. 4-3 look on defense for LA. Looking to throw it to the outside and has to lead his receiver a little bit more. Did not do it there. 4th and 4. Zarkov can't do anything with that, and Florida will likely attempt a long field goal.
Unfortunately, Cochran looked the wrong way, because if he had thrown it to Beletsky and on the left-hand side, he would have probably made the first down marker. He was open enough that he would have backed him in, but similarly, you would think that Sneed will ace this as one of the best kickers to ever grace the game.
Right hash marks. It is 50 yards from this spot. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. It is on the way, and it is good. And that probably would have been good from 55. So good stuff from Ethan Sneed. Doubles the lead, and doubles their score output at 6-3. And we've got a baseball score in Fort Lauderdale.
Still an entertaining start, Curtis. Obviously, the scoreline doesn't necessarily reflect it, but some good early offensive play. We're just waiting for that opening touchdown, but some impressive play from both sides.
We've got a lot of football left in this, and also, I love defensive battles, which is exactly what this is turning into as it sits right now. This will be Chance on the return for Shea Carroll. Moves to the left, gets taken down at the 24-yard line, and Sully Richardson will come back out on to this field. 6 for 9 so far, 55 yards approximately through the air. And leading receivers right now, Chris Lee and Jack Flash for 2 receptions apiece. As it sits right now, also Logan Jack has 2 receptions out of the backfield. See where first down takes us. Heavy set look. This looks like a Logan Jack run. It smells like a Logan Jack run, and it's a pass, of course. Throw left, caught. A little bit of a check down. 3-yard gain, not much to it. As they get to the 26-yard line, Jack Flash's 3rd reception of the game.
Clearly they like passing out of heavy sets. It's a clear approach to their game, and we'll see how the direction is today for Logan Jack.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Sully in the gun. 4-3 look. Pump fake. Plenty of time. Floats one over the middle. That is tipped. It hit 3 different players on the way through. It'll eventually hit the ground. No harm, no foul. However dangerous it was. And it's 3rd and 7 coming up.
A risky play there from LA. A lot of Florida defenders around in the area. Could have easily been picked off if it bounced the wrong way.
Trying to find his way to right about the 34-yard line for a first down. Single left look, throws over the middle, trying to turn the corner, and does. That's a first down. That's a creative play call to get a receiver in the open field. That's LZ Pryor, first catch of the game. That is perfectly done. First down.
Yeah, first sighting for the 2nd receiver on the depth chart. Richardson starting to spread the ball out a bit. Good signs here for LA. Need to continue this.
9 yards on that reception. 1st and 10. Thrown over the middle. That one's caught over the middle. And again, LA continuing to attack the middle of the field as they get another one for LZ Pryor. 2 catches on 2 targets. It's first down.
Another nice throw across the middle. Picks apart the defense. Just an all-slants pattern. Just catches Florida off guard. I think they were trying to attack the outside defensively and left themselves a bit exposed in the middle. So we see them come out in an ace formation.
Single left. 7-step drop for Sully. He's going to heave and hope. That's a catch. First down and more, down to the 15-yard line. They'll catch him at the 16. And what a grab over the middle of that field. It's LZ Pryor one more time.
Welcome to the game, LZ Pryor. 3 catches in a row. This one, the best of the 3. Was unlucky not to get all the way to the house. Just kind of stumbled after bringing in the catch, but no complaints. That's a brilliant route. Got free of the defender, and that sets them up in the Florida red zone.
That's a nice post corner route that Pryor just ran. Took some extra time to corral that football once he got a hand on it. Strong eye formation look, a heavy set for LA. This also looks like a Logan Jack run, but they've thrown out of this before, and they will again. Sidearm throw caught, and a 5-yard gain, no more than that, to the 11-yard line as LA threatening as Jack Flash has his 3rd reception on this drive.
I like that play more than the last one they drew out of that formation. That time Flash had a bit more room. Could have potentially gone for a bit further had he have turned around a bit quicker. They come out in spread formation.
And off. Jack, broken tackle, and finally gets taken down to the ground. They're going to say he gained a yard. I'm not sure exactly how, as Evan Carroll came up to make the hit. 3rd and 4 coming, and a pretty big 3rd down for LA.
It's been a tough season for Florida defensively against the run, as I've said a couple of times already, but this has been a good start. They've just need to close down the pass here on a 3rd and 4.
60% so far on 3rd downs and a free play. Sully, got to make this one count. Over the middle, incomplete, but they'll get 5 more yards and a first down coming. That's not the way that Florida drew it up, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So Alex Dominguez, the guilty party there for the Storm, as Big Sexy steps forward a little bit too early and sets up LA with a golden opportunity, 4 chances to punch it in.
Worst possible situation to give away a penalty like that, and you'd be especially disappointed given it's the all-time leader in sacks, one of the greatest defensive linemen in league history. We see them come out in this Joker set again.
This will be a stretch play. Moves it back inside. Not going to happen. 2nd and goal. Out to the 5 as Jack gets taken down behind, or out to the 9, I should say, behind as they get taken down behind the field of the line of scrimmage.
That time, Aaron Gooden getting in on the stop, the outside linebacker, and they've been really stingy against the run. Clearly, there's a reason for LA passing out of that formation as they come out in the pro set.
Oh, that's a play through the left side. A spin gets him down to the 2. Adrian Blaine came up. She made a great tackle just before the end zone. And here comes a 3rd and goal for the Florida Storm.
Fantastic open field tackle by Blaine. Misdirection run, looked like he was going to get it, but they may go with him again here.
Sully to throw. Back in the end zone, caught, and an LA touchdown. Lycans get it done, finally, as they get the required yardage. Don't look now, but a real good look for LA on this drive.
Tommy Rahman, the former fullback turned tight end this season. There was a defender in the area for Florida who just did not get in the right position. And the tight end was wide open in the back of the end zone. We've got our first touchdown of the game. And LA have taken the lead again. Extra point coming up.
4:37 in this 2nd quarter left in it. As this will be a chance for Citto Lindy to add the extra point, make it a 4-point game if able to. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. 10-6 Los Angeles over the Storm at this point. The SFL Convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, July 28th through 30th for Season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and the weekend schedule, see the Convention Alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast. Reserve your special group rate today. We will see you there. You'll see me there. You'll see Skippy there. You making the trip across the world?
Not this year, but I'm
Not this year.
making a point of saving up for it. Put it that way. I'll be there one year.
I like it. That'll be a return there for Optimus Klein back to the 26-yard line. Kind of wish we would see. We got the not enough albino at the SFL convention, so I'm going to be there. But my partner in crime in the booth today will not be. So sad day. Sad.
Double the fun. We'll make it happen one day.
I like it. 1st and 10 for the Storm. It's like Ron Cochran sees something at the line of scrimmage. He's calling it out, 4-3 look. Looking to throw it. Offside caught, and that is going to be to the 38-yard line. Good looking play for Beletsky, and the flats turned that into a nice forward play for the Storm offense.
Yeah, again, you can see why they like throwing to him in the receiving game. Unusually hasn't really been cited much in the passing game. Perhaps they need to look for more of that. He's had a patchy day on the ground.
Split back tight end to the right. 1st and 10. Cochran backs up on a 5-step. Left side caught, and that'll get out of bounds. Not much to that simple pitch and catch, but it is a pretty good one. Make it 2nd and 3 on a 7-yard completion.
Ron Haynes checks in for the first time today, so both quarterbacks now starting to spread the ball across their depth charts as we see him come up here 2nd and short.
The 2nd reception of the day. First time we've called his name, though. They had a no-huddle play earlier, but they got him involved. Single back, hand off Beletsky. Trying to find a hole, can't do it. LA is all over Beletsky at that point. Linebacker comes up to make the hit. 3rd down coming up.
Garrett Hudson, former Atlanta Swarm linebacker, coming up to make the stop. Both of these run defenses have been really sticky tonight. This is a good start for both sides defensively.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Florida. Cochran, 5-step drop, looks, heaves, throws over the middle, and it's caught. Found a hole within 3 defenders and got the catch. I believe that's Steven Bush who brought that one in. What a grab that was. 1st and 10. They're going no huddle. Far formation look in the no huddle. This will be a run for Beletsky. 3-yard gain, 2:52 to go. They did this earlier where they went no huddle in this particular formation and have put the personnel on the defensive side that they feel they can take advantage of, and a hit from behind, or hit
Got to
behind
change
the
up
line
play.
will be a problem there. Florida in a 3rd and 9 scenario. Cochran looks, throws right side, tipped and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, that time the no huddle wasn't as effective. I think LA kind of woke up to it in the moment. That time it had a good, brilliant throw across the middle, and then 3 plays that kind of didn't really go anywhere. And this was a awkward throw by Cochran. Did well to get it out, but it wasn't reeled in by Stephen Bush. And you would suspect, I believe they're in field goal range again here for Ethan Sneed.
Yes, should be a 49-yarder, 48-yarder from here. And Stephen Bush had a hand on that last football, could not quite bring it in. Ryan Yosef got up to make the play and take the ball out of his hands. Ethan Sneed from the left hash, the left-footed kicker, trying to hook this one back towards the upright for a 48-yarder. Snap is good, hold is good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. We are still an offensively balanced baseball score. It's 10-9 currently in the last couple minutes of this second quarter. And this thing's getting pretty tight here in the first half.
Well, yeah, it's going to depend on which offense can capitalize it. And by the looks of it, it's going to be whichever passing offense wins the day. And so far, it's been LA. We'll see if they can continue that. They've got 2.5 minutes to go in the second half.
Offensive yardage led slightly by Florida to this point. See if they can continue that. That ball's up and gone, returnable. Gonna get it out through the middle. Shea Carroll brings it up to the 22. And no more than that. Sully back out on the field. Both quarterbacks have an interception in this game. Sully has 1, and so does Ron Cochran. Sully had 4 a week ago in their loss against Vancouver, and Ron Cochran kept it to a meager 2 in their win. But both teams have taken care of the ball for the most part at this point. That's a free play and a problem. Sully over the middle. That's tipped and incomplete. They will take the yardage and repeat first down and see who it was that got that that stepped up there. I think it was Dominguez again.
Neutral zone infraction, number 52, defense, 5-yard
Nope, it is 52. So that's a linebacker that stepped up on the line and could not get the snap count down. It'll be 1st and 5.
And Garrett Hudson has made a couple of nice tackles in this game, but that time gives away the penalty. 2nd time of the game for Florida that they've lacked discipline on the line. Gives LA another chance. Jack Flash 5 catches off 5 targets.
Correction, Deontay Stoneville, the one responsible for that 52 unread for the Storm. Either way, offset eye look, heavy set. Logan Jack tries to find a hole. Left side, moves his way forward. Nearly got the first down. They'll call it 2nd in inches.
Someone call me Tyler Falk. I'm looking at the wrong side of the roster sheet, but we'll work it out. But that's a good 2nd down play. We'll see 2nd and inches when we come back from the 2-minute warning.
Yep, 2 minutes left before halftime. 120 seconds until the locker room break. 10-9 LA over Florida. The SFL on YouTube presented by APM Music. Resetting the stage for you, it is a must-win for Florida, as is every game from here on in if they hope to have a chance at the playoffs. LA, who's eliminated from playoff contention, still has a chance to play spoiler. Logan Jack has a chance left side of the formation to get into open space. First down to the 40-yard line as LA starting to potentially put a drive together. They've got a couple minutes left and may be able to put points on the board before we go to break.
That's more like it from Logan Jack. We've seen minimal runs today that have really warranted much yardage going downfield. That time he gets some open space and pushes them up towards halfway.
And the gun is going to be Sully. They typically throw the ball long about 60 to 70% of the time when they are in that shotgun set. They'll throw it shorter here, and that will be tipped and probably should have been intercepted, but it will hit the ground. Aaron Gooden comes up, the outside linebacker, to make that play.
That was dangerous. He Had he been in a slightly better position, he would have had a pick there. That was very lucky as he targeted Tommy Rahman for the second time today.
2nd and 10 coming. LA clock stopped with 87 seconds left to go in it. And Sully will be on the gun one more time. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. To throw it over the middle. That one's a nice ball. Seed over the middle of the field into Florida territory. Sully found his target in the realm of LZ Pryor, who has a nice bit of yardage so far this game.
Yeah, both sides have done really well attacking the middle with their passing game that time. LZ Pryor is at a really good start to this game.
Caught all of his targets so far. He's 4 for 4, 76 yards approximately. Offset on. Handoff Logan Jack and taken down behind the line. What a hit that was as he gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage, actually. Heavy set they keep. See how long they stay in this formation. Another one for Jack and another big hit is going to force LA to take a timeout, smart enough to get out of that formation. Thank goodness for them, and they've got a couple of chances left.
Ryan Tobin, 2 straight tackles for loss, and that's his 3rd of the game, I believe. This is a huge outing for the outside linebacker.
Florida's crowd looking to get loud, force their team, or will their team to a stop. It's an offset eye look for LA. Need to get it basically into field goal range to get a first down. Sully backs it up, moves up in the pocket, hit as he threw, and that is picked off. Back the other way, and you saw that coming. The safety jumps up to take that opportunity, gone, and Sully throws his 2nd pick of this football game.
Lightning does strike twice, Curtis. It's Adrian Blaine again. I didn't like the play call as it eventuated because the X receiver at the top of the formation simply ran across the formation with about 5 yards still before the first down marker. It looks deep. There was only one option that could have gotten the first down. That's what Cochran threw to, what Richardson threw to, and it was a pretty easy pick for the free safety.
Bunch look on in single back. Throw left side caught, not much to it. No timeout taken. They're content with letting the clock wind down. Stephen Bush on the catch. It's a 5-yard completion.
There you go, the stat line for Adrian Blaine, the former Madison Lynx safety, has been with Florida for her entire career, as we will see Florida run the clock out here, you would think.
2nd and 5. And up in the middle, and that is a couple of yards, not much more than that, as Beletsky gets taken down, averaging less than 3 per carry. But it's been hard work, and that will end the first half of play. It's 10-9, a low-scoring affair in Fort Lauderdale. As halftime will come and go just like that. And we are back and ready for this 3rd quarter. So Florida gets the ball first to start this 2nd half. Chris Curtis, Jacob Clear in the broadcast booth with you. And thanks for spending your afternoon with us here at the Simulation Football League. Optimus climb back deep to return. And Jacob, after this play, I want you to give me your first half thoughts on what has transpired so far. As of right now, Optimus Klein puts a shoulder into a defender and gets taken down at the 29-yard line. Your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, low-scoring game. The scoreline doesn't suggest it, but the game has been really entertaining, at least for what the first half presented us, and we'll look to see similar football from both sides. Beletsky yet to really state his authority in this game.
See what Beletsky can do maybe on this drive. Cochran will throw. Gets it out to the flat. That is nothing much doing. A catch and a fall down, as that is Charles, the backup tight end, who brings that one in. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they'll keep going to that out route out of a heavy set. That hasn't really given them much today outside of just simple yardage. You'd rather see them try and run out of a formation like that.
In the gun. Looking to throw it. Cochran to the outside. This is Beletsky. Beletsky spins past 1, spins past 3. Nasty spin past 2 defenders at the same time. Gets it to 3rd and 1. And Beletsky doing good work on the outside, sets him up with a manageable third down.
Yeah, that's more like it. Again, getting him involved in the passing game. Also, get this, Curtis, I didn't even notice this. On that previous play, that was an offensive tackle who made the reception. So, the crazy things evolving here on the sunny coast of Florida.
Interesting development there. Split backs for Florida. They're 3 for 6 on third down so far today. Looking to make it 4 for 7, and LA says no. That is perfect from LA and exactly what the doctor ordered. A 3-and-out from the Florida offense will give the Lycans back the football with pretty good field position. Tazzy Blackwell comes up with a stop.
Yeah, Tazzy Blackwell on the LA rushing defense making a fool out of me. I said previously that they should have run out of that formation. That time they do and pull off the stop. And Marcus Agrippa out to punt this one away for the first time.
4th and 1, and the Lycans will send Shea Carroll back to receive it. Some room to return it. And not much more than that. Quick update over to Cameron Irvine back at SFL HQ. Cam, what's going on?
Thanks, Curtis. Colin Hart becomes the 4th running back in SFL history to get to 13,000 yards, and he doesn't have much runs better than this one. What a beautiful run in the first half. Not much of highlights in this one. 16-3, Minnesota in control in the 4th over Jackson.
Thank you. And there'll be a run forward, but a free play likely, as I believe that was a step over the neutral zone. So we'll get some yards back on that. But Colin Hart, that's a heck of an achievement for him. Minnesota, they are not a flashy team, but they are certainly a good team over there in the Central.
Absolutely. And Stoneville, again, Florida's defense has been very ill-disciplined through the course of this game so far. I believe that's the 4th time they've been drawn offside.
Yeah, Dominguez had 1 for sure, and Stoneville, I think, had 2. There may have been 1 more in there as well. 1st and 5 either way. Lycans with the I formation. Works it. Nearly Logan Jack got away from that last tackle. It did not happen, and Stoneville comes up with a pretty good tackle to make up for the penalty, and it's 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, exactly, making amends for the previous effort. You're just waiting for one of these running backs to break off for a big play.
Single left. Sully in trouble. Threw it, though. That was a dangerous ball. Gets hit hard. Stoneville again coming up to make a hit, this time on the quarterback. And it's 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, Florida's defense has entered the game here. This is the best we've seen from them defensively all day.
4 for 7 on 3rd down is LA coming into this drive. We'll see what they can do. Trying to go 5 for 8. Got to get it to about the 43 for a first down. Richardson has the football. Throws immediately. That is incomplete. You saw it fall out of the hands. Oh, man, Chris Lee wants that one back. 4th down coming, and LA will have to give the ball right back to Florida.
Similar situation to one that was in the first half, we noticed, where they drew Chris Lee across the middle. He was jammed in the middle of a couple of defenders. Couldn't reel it in, as we see LA punt. So this is a good stop for Florida.
A couple of good stops defensively back and forth. 48.5, you're over under based on Jack's data. They expected a lower scoring game, and we have, well, a lower scoring game. No doubt about that. They know what they're doing over there. That's no doubt. But we have a long way to go to even threaten that over under at this point. Just 19 points between these two teams. Ron Cochran back out on the field. His 2nd drive of this 2nd half. And the first one did not go very well. A quick 3-and-out. They'll try to do better this time as they start things at the 27. Split backs, heavy set look. They have run into this formation a bunch of times, and no one here for Beletsky, and the Lycans are all over him. A 1-yard loss. It's 2nd and 11.
This has been an all-round masterclass in run-stopping defense. As Robert Thump, the defensive tackle, the rookie, gets in on the stop. LA have got to stand up here. It is really going to come down to which offense can capitalize first.
Cochran throws right side. That one is caught in a real good ball. Real good route as well as Verdun Zarkov has a catch, and it's 1st and 10 as Cochran finds his target.
The benefit for Florida in this matchup is that they've got one of the most talented receiving corps in the league outside of Boletsky, and they've really only looked threatening when Cochran's gone downfield, particularly to the outside with these out routes and corner routes as you saw there. So look for more of that as they come out with 4 wide receivers for the first time today.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. This will be play action. Cochran has plenty of time back there. Throws on a developing seam, it looks like, and that is going to be incomplete. Boletsky could not get to the football, and it is 2nd and 10 at the 48.
Well, he couldn't have asked for better blocking up front. Unfortunately, looked for the wrong route. You potentially would have wondered if something was more open downfield because Boletsky definitely wasn't. 2nd and 10.
From the 40-yard line, split backs look. Like you said, on defense as well. Boletsky trying to find a hole, and will find absolutely nothing but white shirts looking to take him down. Big 3rd down coming up here, but it's 3rd and long.
Gary Marks for the first time today. First time we mentioned his name. LA have got so many talented individuals on this defense that can come up and make plays, and that's no exception. 4 receivers again.
Minson, the lone option top of your screen, then 3 at the bottom. Cochran to throw it. Quick heave. Caught! Minson down to the 30-yard line at the 31 is where they'll have it. And it's 1st and 10 for the Storm as they get into the field goal range on 1 throw.
There it is, Curtis. They need that. They need more of this. This is what's working. Hit him across the middle this time in a simple post route. Defender got loose of his defender. And now they're really pushing just outside of the LA red zone.
Crazy throw. That's one of the biggest plays we've seen yardage-wise all game long at this point. Boletsky tries to break a tackle, and he'll get a couple of yards. 2nd and 6 to the 27. It's 5 and 57 left in this 3rd quarter. 10-9, LA has the lead, but Florida now threatening to take that lead from them. As EJ Minson goes to the bottom of your screen this time, he's the lone option out of the heavy set. 4-3 look again on defense from the Lycans. Handoff. Boletsky taken down immediately. One more time. 3rd and 5 coming up, and another chance for Florida to perhaps make something happen on this 3rd down scenario. They have not been great, but they've been okay. 4 for 8 so far. They can get 5 for 9 here, which would really tickle their fancy and maybe give them a chance at a bigger lead than just 2. Formation look. Looks to throw it. Throw right side. Caught. 1st down and more. Getting out of bounds is Optimus Klein. First time we've called his name in a while on the offensive side. 1st and 10.
First catch of the game, I believe, and that time they hit the out route again on 3rd down. That's been their bread and butter anytime they've gotten into that situation. They enter the red zone. This looks very promising here for Florida.
Looking good. 1st and 10 inside the red zone of the 19, like you said. Near side look. That's a far side look. This will be a chance for Cochran on the play action. Throw right side, caught. And foot did get in bounds. EJ Minson with another catch. 2nd and 3 at the 11.
Minson's been elite today, to say the least. It's been one of his best performances of the season as we see them come up 2nd and short.
See what Minson can do and the rest of this Florida staff in a must-win scenario. Every play means that much more as we get later into this game, especially if it stays close. That's Boletsky. Plenty of room, a double spin, and a 1st and goal for Boletsky and company. Gets down to the 4-yard line, and Florida will have 4 chances to punch it in.
I think Florida have tried to run out of that formation 5 or 6 times though, and that's the first time Boletsky's broken free and gone forward. He was unlucky not to score. They'll be hard to stop from here.
Seen a couple of opportunities for them. They had one goal to go out from early. Couldn't get it done. Boletsky trying to not repeat history there as he gets down to the 2. 2nd and goal on the run forward. You got to wonder how long they're going to try to continue to run this ball rather than throw it.
Well, if you're Florida, you don't overthink it, and they're going to come back out with the Jokers set with a split backfield. You'll think that they will either chuck a tight end out route or up the middle.
They do. Handoff. Bletsky, is he in? No, at the goal line, just shy of that TV line there for 3rd and goal coming up right at the marker.
Yeah, another good stop by the LA defense. Boletsky will be given the referee's side eye. He was very close, as you can see with the markers there. They may well do that again. He looks safe from here.
Yeah, this looks like a possible run. Same formation as last time. They will. This time it works. It is a touchdown for Florida. They get the job done. Charlie Boletsky gives the Storm the lead.
Yeah, well, they didn't overthink it, did they? They were very simple in their approaches. They got to the goal line. They trusted their main man in the backfield. That time, Doyle gets the block in for him, and he gets into the end zone. So, Florida capitalized with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. That's a big moment in the game.
15-10, likely 16-10 when all is said and done. Snap is good, hold is good, kick on the way from Ethan Sneed is up and through to make it a 16-10 game for the Storm. Los Angeles now going to get this ball back as we get to the last couple minutes of this 3rd quarter. Still plenty of time left for things to turn over in this football game.
Crucial moment here. We'll see how LA responds.
Back is Shea Carroll for the return. Kick is a decent one out to about the 5, to the 20. They're left at the 20 to the 24-yard line. That's where Carroll is dropped, and we'll have the LA offense back out. Miss any SFL action? Want to fast forward your SFL experience? Check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valley, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your college football and basketball highlight needs. Near side, or actually a strong eye formation look for LA. It's Logan Jack with some room. Past midfield, down the sideline. LA with a real good 1st down play. Has Logan Jack in business to the 24-yard line on one play.
There it is, a 53-yard run from Logan Jack. If you remember back earlier in that 2nd quarter, I said we were waiting for one of these running backs to finally break free. There's your run. Logan Jack busting out to the outside. Pretty much 53 yards of clean running. He was untouched as he goes downfield. And now immediately LA respond. And they're just on the fringe of the red zone.
1st and 10 for the Lycans. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. In the gun is Sully. Look, pressure coming. He's going to get taken down. Chased all the way around the left side of the formation and finally is dragged down. 2nd and 18 after the loss on the play. Alex Dominguez, the all-time sack leader, gets up to make the stop.
That's why he's the best. Just got straight through the offensive line. They had no counter for him there. Richardson goes back 8. We'll see him come into Twins formation.
High formation. Sully throws it left. That one is incomplete. A dangerous ball that nearly ended up in Evan Carroll's hands. And it is 3rd and 18 coming up.
I don't mind the play call. He gets one-on-one with his defender. Just needed a better throw from Richardson in the situation. But it's a very long third down attempt here.
Offside eye look. Tight end off to the right. Looking to throw it. Throws. Right side. Caught! That is a 1st down and more down to the 11-yard line. That is ideal for the Lycans as they find another one for Jack Flash.
Well, here we were thinking that they were just going to run it out and kick the field goal to avoid turning the ball over, and then they draw out a tight end corner route to the outside, and Jack Flash gets all 18 yards and a couple more, and they're on the 11-yard line.
Now looking to possibly punch it in as he gets to the outside. That is the fullback, I believe, who gets taken down shy of the first down, or shy of the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 coming up.
Just didn't quite get around the route there, but coming back to that previous play, LA have really thrown out some unexpected plays against this Florida defense, and it has worked by and large.
Weak eye look. Sully calling some plays at the line. Florida threatening like they're going to send some extra help. That's to the outside. Trying to turn the corner. And the stiff arm's a good one, but not enough. 3rd and 2 coming up as LZ Pryor had another nice play in front of him. And just a couple yards to get to make it 1st and goal.
Isn't he having himself a game, LZ Pryor? That would have been one of the plays of the week had he have stayed in bounds post stiff arm. Instead, it's 3rd and 2 from the 3. We'll see what they draw up.
Tried to march on Lynch that boy is what he tried to do. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Chance on the back of the end zone, and it's picked off. You saw it coming as soon as he jumped for that football. Andrew Francis, the safety, comes up with a big play for Florida to preserve their lead.
This time it's the other safety that comes up with the play. Andrew Francis, the strong safety, comes up at the back of the end zone. It's a bad throw by Richardson, and you've got to feel for Florida, for LA going all the way downfield, only to bottle it at the back of the end zone as we see Florida come out in their favorite formation.
This will be right side, caught plenty of room for Zarkov, who makes that catch look easy. 1st and 10 at the 33, and Ron Cochran had his boy lined up for that throw.
Yeah, nice out route by the tight end, Zarkov. You see there, just gets free. No one picks it up. And they're going to continue to just play conservative because they don't need to attack LA anymore. They've got the lead. Just get downfield, burn the clock up.
1st and 10. 5 wide for Ron Cochran. Looking to throw it over the middle and deep, and it's picked off. Back the other way again. Total of 5 interceptions in this game now as the quarterback play starting to unravel a little bit. This time it's Rochelle Colston.
Well, what did I say? They didn't need to go aggressive because they had the lead, and they went aggressive through a pick. That's the worst possible thing you could do in that situation, and a veteran like Rochelle Colston's never going to not make the play in that situation. It's a silly turnover from Florida.
4th interception of the season for Rochelle Colston on that. And it sets up LA with real good field position and a chance to work their way back downfield. Logan Jack, chance to break a tackle, but there are 5 Storm members heading in his direction. A severe storm warning, if you will. And it is 2nd and 8. That will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your numbers up, if you please. It is 16-10 Storm out in front. Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Lauderdale, Chris Curtis, Jacob Clear with you on a beautiful Sunday evening. Hand off, Logan Jack, plenty of room to run. Has a chance here, some speed, a burst, and finally gets taken down as the safety is able to come up and get him. Logan Jack sets up LA again with real good field position.
Second big run of the game for Logan Jack, and you saw some beautiful blocking by Jack Flash in the fullback, trailing back there, and he gets inside the red zone. LA gifted another opportunity by their defense, and furthermore some great play from their tailback.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Likens set up beautifully at the 15-yard line. Sully looks to throw it. End zone! Got it! That's a touchdown! Los Angeles comes through, and it's LZ Pryor again to give the Likens back the lead.
Well, this has been a breakthrough performance by LZ Pryor, but a brilliant throw by Sully Richardson. Just this was what he needed on the previous drive when they got in this situation. Just places it beautifully over the head of the defender and into a potential player of the game candidate, and LZ Pryor has really broken out as the lead guy today for LA, and they've got a chance to take the lead back.
That is beautiful from Pryor. 5th touchdown of the season for 82 in white, and it sets up LA to take the lead right back as Sidolindi puts this one up and through, and it's a 1-point advantage as we start the fourth quarter of play. How about that? Super, super good couple of plays for the LA offense.
Unfortunately for Florida, it comes back to the fact that they were driving downfield, didn't need to go aggressive. They brought 5 receivers out, threw it across the middle, gave up an easy turnover, and in the end of it, they lost the lead they had. So now they've got to make amends on this next drive.
Chance for Hopkins Klein, breaks through a tackle, gets to about the 28-yard line, and that's where Florida will set up shop. Next Saturday on Next Level Sports, the 2 biggest surprises of the SFL's 20th anniversary season will meet at the historic Hive, where the 8-1 Atlanta Swarm will host the 7-2 Tulsa Desperados, the winner likely clinching a first-round bye. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. For a complete channel guide, visit SLSE.com. Florida, chance for them. There's still time left in this football game. No need to panic just yet. This will be Zaletsky trying to find a hole and gets himself a couple of yards, make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, you see there, Logan Jack has crossed 100 yards with that previous run play that he had on that drive. Now, Boletsky's got to be the one to sort of take that step forward in this game. This is an uncharacteristically quiet game for him.
Yeah, a little bit. Bunch off to the right for Cochran. Looking to throw it. Left side, that one is caught. They'll give him the catch. Footwork is gorgeous. Make it 3rd and 2 coming up as Zarkov brings that one in. And don't sleep on Florida on this 3rd down. They've been pretty decent today in that particular scenario. Not perfect by any means, but they can do the job as they're 6 for 10 so far.
One of my favorite plays out of a bunch formation, the little tight end out route there to Varadin Zarkov.
Off the left. First down and more. Gets the first down. Make Florida 70% on 3rd down, and we're going to head back to Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ for a quick game update.
Don't do this often, Curtis, but our last highlight of the night comes from the losing team. Watch this throw from O.J. Bruin. Rolling left, gets popped, gets a long touchdown to Christopher Ochoa, but Jacksonville falls just short. 16-10, Legend take care of business. Back to you in Florida.
Minnesota taking care of business the way they need to. That's a sidearm throw and a seed over the middle. First down as they get the reception. What a ball over the middle of the field, as that is Ron Cochran at his best.
Yeah, Cochran getting back into his groove here. It's more like it. They run an all slants pattern across the middle. Hits the receiver, and they've crossed halfway now. This is much more promising.
E.J. Minson, bottom of your screen here. First and 10. Cochran, plenty of time. Heave over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. Needed more air on that. He was looking for Varadin Zarkov downfield, who's been one of his big security blankets on the day.
Yeah, that was a gamble. 3 defenders in the area there. That tip could have gone anywhere, but falls harmlessly to the turf. Have another crack here on 2nd and 10.
Still plenty of time. 8 and 42 left in it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff. Zaletsky trying to find a seam to get through. Nothing doing. LA's defense been pretty good against the run today, and they do it again here.
Yeah, that's definitely been a fantastic performance by LA defensively against Boletsky. You know, considering that he's a former MVP, they come out in the 4 wide formation here on 3rd down.
Brogan Spiraw has spearheaded that attack on the rush. That's going to be over the middle, and it's caught. First down and more as Florida continues to attack the middle of the field. E.J. Minson again finds a way to make it happen as he's just shy of 100 yards.
It's a great comparison there on the graphic between the two receivers. As you see, he took a really short drop there. Cochran had to get rid of it quickly, but Minson ran a great route across the middle. Keeps the ball moving there, just on the fringe of the end zone. Red zone, rather.
1st and 10. Storm looking to make this one count. They're at the 31-yard line in Ethan Sneed range if they need him. Cochran has the football. 3-step drop. Looks, throws over the middle. That one's a catch, and it's a heck of a catch. The outstretched arms of the receiver, what made that play happen. How about that over the middle for Art Vandelay, his first catch.
It amazes me how little involved the two backup receivers for Florida can be in games where, just given the fact that Optimus Klein is an all-time great and Art Vandelay is a quality player, that's the first time he's been targeted today, Art Vandelay, as they come back out with another 2 wide receiver set.
10. And off the left, taken down behind the line, LA all over him. They are basically spearheading this attack and saying, we're going to make Ron Cochran beat us. And as of right now, he has not. Buddy Blaze comes up with the hit behind the line here.
Yeah, Buddy Blaze, the veteran with Robert Thump with the pressure inside. They pretty much saw that coming before it was even snapped.
2nd and 13. Cochran under center, far look for the Storm. Over the middle, that one's caught, just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 2 coming up. Stephen Bush, 4th reception on the day. And a big 3rd down, to say the least, coming up here.
Well, effectively, what's in Florida's favor is if they don't make it, you still have a field goal to kick and take the lead back. So I wouldn't look to go anywhere other than Boletsky at the moment.
Go on the outside. No, Cochran's going to throw on the run, and it's incomplete. Zarkov has the football, but his feet were out of bounds, and it's 4th down. Florida has the decision to make here, likely going to bring out Ethan Sneed.
Well, that was very close, and Cochran could have even ran it in that situation. He got into a spot in the pocket where he could have just chucked it down and sprinted forward, but instead they will settle for 3, take the lead back, and give the ball back to LA with plenty of time on the clock.
Ethan Sneed, right hash, chip shot, field goal. Should be a 21-yarder from this spot. But the hard part's actually kicking. Snap is good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. Both kickers perfect so far today, and it is a 19-17 effort. Florida takes back the lead with 6:13 to go.
Very close game, entertaining football. Don't go anywhere with this one. This is going to be a really good finish.
36 combined points, again 48.5, the over-under on this particular game. It is up and gone. Shea Carroll back deep for the return. Just inside the end zone. Out to the 20. Passed and nearly got free of his last 2 charges. Gets taken down at the 26-yard line. Hey, don't leave the broadcast today without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Going to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community, participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We'll see you there. Chance for Logan Jack, and he's going to get himself 9 yards. 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
All of a sudden, Logan Jack looks really dangerous, and you've got to like this situation if you're LA. You're trailing, but the way that he's going at the moment, you'll back him in, and you'll just keep Richardson to safe routes, but they'll probably go to him again here.
I would assume they're going to kill some time as they have the angle here. Is Logan Jack. He's broken off a couple of real nice runs in this game, and this time it's 1st and 10 to the 42 as he continues to work his way into the positive yardage category.
Yeah, Jamarcus Kearney with a brilliant block there. Logan Jack post-game is probably going to have to slip a couple of notes in the pockets of his offensive lineman because the blocking today has been outstanding, particularly in this second half.
approximately 119 yards on 16 attempts for Logan Jack, one of his more effective offensive outputs of recent memory. That is a 2-yard gain on that play, 2nd and 8 from the 40 to the 43.
Try and catch them off guard there. Aaron Gooden wasn't having any of it, and we'll see if they pass here on 2nd and long. It looks like they'll go to the run again.
It looks like they have passed out of this formation before. We'll see how they do on this, or what they do on this play. So will throw. Left side, that's caught on the crossing pattern. They do get a couple of yards to make it a little bit easier. 3rd and 4, and a big 3rd and 4 in relation to this game is coming up here for LA. They're 5 for 10 on 3rd downs in this contest. They could really use a 6th conversion right here. Two to the left, one to the right, single right formation. Sully backs it up, looks, throws deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. That was well overthrown to the target, Chris Lee, and LA has a decision to make here with 4 minutes to go.
That's a shame. Fizzles out when it was looking really good. They'll punt this one away and hope their defense can get a better stop. Florida now have a chance to ice the game.
So here comes indeed that punt. It is Optimus Klein back deep for the return. LA going to try to pin them back as much as they possibly can as they kick it near midfield. Returnable. 30-yard line. Right on the money. Optimus Klein has the football, and Florida has a chance to kill some time off of this clock. 4 stoppages left at least at this point. 3 timeouts for LA and the 2-minute warning to work with. But their biggest priority is to stop what they know is coming, and that is a heavy diet likely of short yardage pass plays and runs by Bullet Boletsky. They're going to send some extra help. Boletsky through the middle, and he'll get a couple of yards, make it 2. It's 2nd and 8. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Here is Cochran under center on a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it. Throw, but it's a good one. 1st and 10. LA does not get the stop they need there. And that's another catch for Veridin Zarkov. The tight end's been pretty good today.
Definitely, and they've enjoyed throwing sets with the feature, at least 1 or 2 of them. As they come out here, they're approaching halfway. Well, this is the formation that's been successful for them today.
Yeah, they've been almost exclusively split back to some way, shape, or form. Let's see, with a nice run forward. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Florida's offensive output, their receiving game has been pretty good. It's 109 yards roughly for E.J. Minson as your leader. He also has 8 catches in this football game amongst all receivers. That's the best in this game. And on the other side, Elsie Pryor, your leading receiver, with 6 receptions, and that at the 100-yard mark, including a touchdown in this football game. Tommy Rahman, the tight end, has a 2-yard touchdown as well. 2nd and 3 for Florida. Plenty of time to go left in this play clock as we approach the 2-minute warning. Boletsky gets taken down at the line of scrimmage, and that will likely be the last play we see before the 2-minute warning. And it will be indeed. So 2 minutes left in Fort Lauderdale. 1917, the Storm trying to keep their playoff hopes alive.
I was just looking at the current season stats. Charlie Boletsky, nearly half his rushing yards per game, average rushing yards per carry this season.
The right side. Boletsky with a 1st down. There's a flag down. We'll see what the laundry is from R62 and company. But right now,
It was a
first
jump.
down for Florida. Yes, it was. So a free play regardless gives Florida the advantage, and they will move the chains on that, and now they force LA to call all of the timeouts.
Still another very promising run from Boletsky, and that they need that to close out the game here. They need more of that. That's what you'll see for the rest of the game, pretty much.
Split backs, they've run of this formation a lot with 1:56 to go. Handoff, Boletsky, Maroon has himself an 8-yard, 9-yard run. LA takes their first time out, and they need to keep him in front of them if they have any shot.
Much better blocking by the James twins on the offensive line for Florida. It's what he's been asking for all game, Boletsky, and it's coming in now at a crucial point.
Needed that as they try to keep their last playoff hopes alive. Talking about Florida. To win and need to get some help. That's a Boletsky run and a first down, and that very well may secure this game as they can go into victory formation from here. One timeout left for the Lycans.
Yeah, and give credit to J.W. Doyle. That lead block essentially created the first down by itself, and a good effort going forward by Boletsky to get the first down. They're going to be, you would think, very hard to stop from here.
There is the victory formation. So Florida, as long as their clock management proves to be good, then they will move forward. And man, did they need some help, but this is a big step for them as they're able to get through their opponents from the western half of the country, going to 4-6. They have just enough games left to get to 6-6, and they need some strength of victory help as well. But this is a step for them. LA gave it their try and could not get the job done as they've used their last time out, and the clock will continue to go. But actually, a big third down coming up here. This could still be in the hands of LA before this game is out.
Well, yeah, we will do some quick math here, but they'll probably be done here. We'll have a minute to go after this, Neil.
Yeah.
And then they'll kick a field goal, you would think, or at least attempt one. And you might give LA 30 seconds or so.
So they're not done yet, or so it would seem. Yeah, about a minute to go, minute 5. And so this is going to put us in the position here where this fourth down. Yeah, you're right on the money. About 30 seconds left. Ethan Sneed try to make it a 5-point game and force LA to get a touchdown to beat them.
You never know.
You really don't. You really, really don't. It's a 51-yarder from this spot. He hit from 50 early. From the left hash. Snap is high, handled well. Kick is up and on the way. Plenty of leg behind it. It is up and through with no issue. So a 22-17 game, 25 seconds on the clock, and a masterclass in clock management from Ethan Sneed, kicking it with 2 seconds left in the play clock.
Yeah, and he is another one who was a candidate for player of the game. His 4th field goal of the night. It's been a big performance from him. We'll see what LA have in the playbook here, whether or not they go straight to the Hail Mary or they try something downfield first. Remember, they have no timeouts, so makes life hard trying to push it downfield before going into Hail Mary formation.
Shea Carroll, though, needs a decent return, but he'll reach down and kneel it instead. So 24 seconds left in a 22-17 ball game. So here we go. And this becomes...
Good point out by Jack Wall. Incredible line by Jack's data today.
Yeah, you know, that's about right. 39 points is what we're looking at, and 48.5 you're over under. And right now, Florida is not beating the spread. 8.5 was the line. But that is a catch and out of bounds, so they do shave off 4 seconds. Not much more than that. LZ Pryor with another catch.
Avoids complete disaster and gets out of bounds, loses 4 seconds, but they need more than an out route to get downfield. You've got 75 yards odd to push this downfield. You need more than that.
Need something to work. Sully is under center. And to finish this thing out with a bang if he can. Over the right side, that's caught and working his way over the middle. They'll go no huddle here. Time continuing to tick away. 10 seconds left. Under center is Sully, trying to make sure all of his pieces are in place, and he'll spike the football. 6 seconds left, and I think they're short from their Hail Mary position. So I think this will probably be a heave and pray, but likely going to be the end of the game.
And you've got to question the play calling on that second play there. They lose 14 seconds just because of the fact that they drop a play that didn't really hit it deep or anything. So we'll see what they've got. This isn't Hail Mary formation.
I'll try it. Puts it over the middle. That is incomplete. 2 seconds left, so one more go at it to finish this game off. Plenty of football left this season. And still the games to come tonight. And then, of course, the Impact Monday game tomorrow night with Cam and Paul. So week 12, definitely not done yet. Third down and a short throw, and that is going to do it. So LA comes into Florida and they try but fail to beat the Storm. Storm's playoff hopes still alive, albeit on life support. Your thoughts, Jacob Clear, on a game that the Florida Storm absolutely needed and got when they needed most?
Yeah, very entertaining game, Curtis, and a game that ultimately Florida were more clinical when they needed to be. A couple of moments late in the game where LA needed to be more, again, clinical in a key situation and weren't able to produce. And Logan Jack, very impressive today, but not enough. Sully Richardson had some key turnovers. Adrian Blaine, 2 picks. Francis, 1 pick. Fortunately for LA, it hasn't been their season, a very disappointing season after another similar season. I think they were 3-9 the previous campaign. This season hasn't been much better. So a bounce back is certainly in order for the Lycans looking into next season. As for Florida, they get the win they needed. They're still in contention. Their strength of victory is one of the better in the league. However, tonight's win against the Lycans might be counterintuitive because of their own record and also Jacksonville's, which was another win of Florida's this season. So the odds are stacked against Florida, but anything can happen in this league. You never know. It's going to be a really, really exciting last couple of weeks.
It really is. They have Seattle next up on the schedule. Another team that's a must-win. Every game for them is a must-win at this point, but it will not go with strength of victory really that much if they should win that football game. LA will go to Indianapolis. That is their next opponent, so that should be a pretty good affair as well as they travel into the Central Division. But a decent output, decent effort by both of these squads today. Good stuff really by both quarterbacks, albeit they probably have more receptions than they would like, but fun nonetheless. Your player of the game is Charlie Biletsky, 76 yards and a touchdown, 38 through the air as well. 2 games on the nightcap for tonight. Baltimore, Carolina, Andy Hamilton, and I believe Damon Simeon have your call on that one. And then Ethan Muslin and you, Jacob Clear, are going to take the Seattle and Tulsa game at 9:15. For Jacob Clear and our statisticians in production, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Fort Lauderdale. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the Baltimore-Carolina game from Carolina. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.